Are black women the most hated women in the world? Stick around to find out. At the center of this discussion is Gina Rodriguez, who seemed to face backlash in 2019 from the black community for saying the forbidden word. It seems like a show that she features in has been cancelled after premiering for only 2 seasons. People are questioning what could have led to the cancellation of the show that she features in. Could it be because of her lack of respect towards black women, or is it because she has been involved in a lot of insensitive topics lately and that she wants to be included on the conversations that go on in the black community because she claims to have black heritage of black roots? Now, she did make an apology video in 2019, but people didn't take it seriously, so she deleted it and made a post instead where she just wrote and apologized. But the cancellation of her show shows that maybe people are still grieved of her insensitivity and a lack of respect towards black women.
Gina, Miss Mamas, and so you do right by us? Yeah, now. If you guys haven't heard, another one of Gina Rodriguez's shows have been canceled after just 2 seasons, and a lot of people are speculating this could be due to her karma for when she made a lot of anti-black statements. So let's revisit history if you don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, could it be the fact that she gave us this very tone-deaf apology for saying the N-word while listening to the Fugees? Could it be that she just always has an anti-black rhetoric or something anti-black feeling or sounding on display? Could it be that she said there were no Latino winners at the 2019 Emmys when Jarrell Jerome, who is Dominican, who won for When They See Us? Or could it be because she said her father was dark-skinned and therefore she should be allowed to be a part of the black conversation? And I don't think anybody ever told Gina, once we don't forgive you, we don't forgive you in this community.
Well, at least she's honest. Unlike some of the folks out here who want to pretend that their attempts to silence black voices is anything other than their own hatred of black people. At least Sharon is deciding to be honest. Now we could deal with the actual issue, which is your own internalized hatred of black people. Because you said this on a video where I was speaking directly to black people about our culture and the access to our sacred spaces, where I was talking about the value of our culture and our people, and the ways in which Sharon's people have shut the doors time and time and time and time again for hundreds of years on people who look like me, but then have the audacity to turn around and scream segregation when we start talking about gatekeeping our culture. And I want to note Sharon's comfortability with trying to speak over black voices about black things. Sharon felt very comfortable in this forum, in this setting, where I said, hey, I'm talking to black people only. You're welcome to stay. If you're not black, but you're not welcome to speak over us. She felt very comfortable with speaking over us. Not only just speaking over us, but announcing that she was tired of even hearing from us. And we need to dissect a culture that allows people to do such things. Show up in spaces where they're not even invited, where their opinions were not even asked for, where the conversation was amongst ourselves. You felt so bold and so audacious to make this comment that you are even tired of hearing from us. Well, Sharon, I got bad news from you. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We're going to keep talking about the issues that concern us. We're going to keep talking about our history. We're going to keep talking about our accolades, our accomplishments, our healing, our community. Whether you're fed up or not, your feelings have nothing to do with our community, our development, our growth, our goals, who we are as human beings. Your feelings will never outweigh our humanity. But I do appreciate you for at least being honest. Now you can be an honest piece of trash and get the hell out of my comments.
Black women get the most disrespected out of everybody. They get the most disrespected in the business, and they're the most supportive. They're the most supportive of especially black male actors, who a lot of motherfuckers that don't marry any of the black women, they get support from black women. Black women spend so much money and support us. Like me, me, as much as I talk about pro-blacks, black women in the streets show me so much props, I would be an idiot to be dogging them in public, man. It's there's a lot of us that do that. We kind of are not loyal to black women at all, and it's on all levels. We need to cut that. And Gina Rodriguez is wrong for what she does, because a lot of Latinos are racist towards black people. That's the truth. Even though we come from the same blood, a lot of us come from, if you're Puerto Rican, Dominican, you know what I say. Puerto Rico, how many times do I got to bring it up? If you come from Puerto Rico, Dominican, Honduras, Colombia, the diferente países. It's all very African. 86% of Latinos are African blood. You know what I mean? And for her to say, oh, interrupt the black women, say women. No, it's black women. I'm not trying to disrespect her, but no, don't interrupt us. Speak for yourself. Black women are disrespected. Black women are not lying when they are talking about this. You understand? They're not crying wolf. Listen, black women are the most educated in America. The most educated, the most, and then they get disrespected as far as Hollywood. They're either over-sexualized. A black woman can't be on TV unless she's a white dude. You know what I'm saying? She got to be a side and all this other dumb shit. There's 1,900 shows with white women being tough. And white women are not that tough. I get on an elevator, they holding their purse. White men aren't that tough. I'm tired of seeing white girls, karate, 200-pound guys. Yeah, ha, yeah, good job, Betty. Yeah. Doing wrist grabs to 200-pound men. Yeah. Supergirl. Yeah, that's right. Out of here. Black women there should be more shows with black women superheroes, the whole nine. And for her, Gina Rodriguez, to jump on the Black Panther, that's typical that other minorities do. They always want to leech off of a black movement. It's always when did you never spoke up when all these white movies were out? You didn't say a word. But as soon as Black Panther comes out, you know what I mean? Now you want to jump off. But that's typical shit from Asians, from Latinos, always jumping off of our movement all the time. Even when Latinos, when they do like their protests, they copy civil rights movement. Everybody copies black people's movements. You know what I'm saying? But then when they get their rights, they go back to calling us on us and shit. You know what I mean? We don't want you, don't marry none of these. You know what I mean? But they always want to base their schematic of civil rights movements off of leeching off of us. We're the most leeched on, most sucked on, most copied. Black people, we're on your side. When Latinos are on, we're the first people to speak up because black people speak up the most out of all races. We speak up the most because we've been the most battered. We've been side to side with white people for hundreds and hundreds of years, thousands of years. I mean, we were ruling Europe. Listen, this is real. We taught Europeans how to wash their ass and write. The Moors, it's real talk. It's a fact. So we've been around this for a long time. We're like brother and sister, we're kinship. So when the other races come in, the Latin races and the other races start talking that, it's like, yo, relax, we're on your side. When Asians, when I Crazy Rich Asians, I was happy for them, man, because we know what it's like to be left out. But as soon as you guys get a little bit of an inch, you come looking at us like we always are there to uplift everybody else. Then when they get somewhere, they kick the ladder down. Man. Black people are a big presence in Hollywood. Black women are a big presence in Hollywood with the Issa Raes, the Ava DuVernays, Oprah. We have the most powerful woman in entertainment, who's Oprah Winfrey. You need to keep your mouth shut. And I'm talking to all minorities from other races. Keep your keep black women's name out your mouth if you ain't complimenting them. This bull. I'm speaking up for black women. You know what I mean? I love black women. They're the dopest to me, and it's not taking anything from other women. And it's when you talk proudly about black women, everyone gets upset. Everyone gets mad. Because the hatred of black people is so ingrained that if I go, black women are amazing. Does that even make any sense? That doesn't even make any sense. Black women are they age the best. They got the best bodies. You age early. You feel me? And you copy everything from black women. You dance like them. You talk like them. You ever see other races when girls want to get an attitude? They do this. They go, I see Asian girls doing it. I see Latin girls. It's black women. Right? Yeah. You get everything from black women. Even gay white men from black women. Girl. Honey, here. Black women are the trendsetters, man. Of course, black men are too. But Gina Rodriguez is wrong for that. When white people are doing, you need to talk that in front of white folks. When you see a superhero movie, that's with white people, you go, where are the Latin people? Don't bait off the Black Panther. And Black Panther's an actual superhero. It wasn't some like Black Panther's an actual, it's a Black Panther. It's not like they named Black Panther. Hey, let's call it Panther. But you need to really pick and choose when you open your mouth about us, man. I'm serious about my culture, man. I'm serious about black women. I'm serious about black men, because we need.
After we've seen those videos, I just want to say that we should never look away from the things that black women pass through in life. You know, from trying to look after their little bundles of joy without the presence of a father, and also to media representation, as well as when they're looking for jobs. Most black women have to work 2 jobs, just try to take care of their little bundles of joy and also keep up with rentals, especially in a home where there's no father, or in a home where there's no husband, especially when the man walks away from his family. You know, it's very common for most men nowadays, you know, in today's world, to just walk away from the family. But you find that the woman has no desire to do that because she has offspring, she has her little bundles of joy to look after. And maybe you have also noticed the trend that is going around among women who are saying they don't want to have little bundles of joy because they just want to be able to take care of themselves, you know. And conversations like these really need to be had, because it shows you just how much sensitivity these conversations should be given, you know. But the problem is society tends to sideline the conversations, especially that go around black women. You know, at least there's some awareness that comes to the things that happen when it comes to black men, but when it comes to black women, their topics, their discussions, their conversations are usually ignored. And that is the reason why that man versus bear trend was trending so much, because black women were trying to bring awareness to the things that they face, to the marginalization that they are faced with, you know, from media stereotypes. In movies, they are misrepresented in a way that is inappropriate, in a way that shows that they lack empathy, in a way that shows that they lack discipline or moral values, which is wrong. But it also shows us that we really need to be respecting them, and we really need to have an understanding of the things that they go through for us to have that awareness and for us to have compassion towards them. That way, we'll be able to value their presence in our lives, from our mothers to our sisters to the black women that are around us. The show, Not Dead Yet, does center Gina Rodriguez as the central character. You know, she was a journalist and now her life is not going so well. And I think the trend of boycotting celebrities might have also added to her show getting cancelled. Because, you know, there's a trend that is going on where celebrities that do not care about the causes of the people or their fans are getting blocked. Right, so I'm pretty sure this is a backlash or a boycotting of some sorts that also aims to bring awareness to the things that are happening amongst black people, especially black women. And maybe that's the reason why this show is getting boycotted, you know, because Gina Rodriguez is at the center of this show. So imagine you're watching or promoting a show of a person that doesn't respect your own people. It's as I used to say back in the days that somebody who doesn't respect my mom does not also respect me. Because if she doesn't respect my mother, then, or if he doesn't respect my mother, that means that he also doesn't respect the offspring of my mom. You know, so if people do not respect our sisters and our mothers, those people do not also respect us. And it's only a matter of us taking matters in our own hands and bringing awareness. We are the people that should bring justice to ourselves, because nobody's gonna do it. So maybe it could be one of the reasons. But you also gotta take note that Gina Rodriguez's show is not the only Latino-led show getting boycotted. There are also some other Latino-led projects that are getting boycotted. Maybe there's something happening in the big picture, because there's also another project led by a Latino person by the name of Ramon Rodriguez. So I don't know if they are relatives or close people, I don't know. But his show was also cancelled, or his or her show. Now I don't know if it's a female or a male, but it just wrote like that. So that show also got cancelled, but they are saying they're about to continue with that show. It could be the trend that is going on among celebrities getting boycotted that has also resulted in the cancellation of Gina Rodriguez's show and these other Latino-led shows. And the other thing I want to point out is that Puerto Ricans, Colombians, Dominicans, people of African descent, and Hondurans are pretty close in genetics, as that brother pointed out. So it could be that black people are getting tired of always being the ones to support causes. You know, you can imagine, such as the causes of the Palestinians. black people are the ones who are bringing awareness to these causes, right? But when it comes to other phenomena such as the one taking place in Congo, other races and other groups of people are not trying to bring awareness to that. So as that brother pointed out, I think it could also be the phenomenon that is taking place. You know, maybe black people are just tired of supporting other races, while the causes that happen in black people's places or communities don't get any awareness because other races and other people just like to advocate for their own causes, you know, and try to draw black people close to rallying in the protests, trying to bring awareness to those causes, while black people's causes do not get any awareness. So maybe it could be that, because you gotta know that the black community is the most influential community in the world. And whatever the black community starts, it pretty much ends up as a trend. It ends up as a movement. They are the people that pretty much trend set. You know, every trend and most trends that go on, fashion, design, art, as we are always pointing out, including music, they are all started by black people. Maybe that is the reason why it is a movement or a cause of trying to marginalize blacks from themselves by suppressing their history and by not teaching black history. But through conversations such as these, we bring awareness to the causes that do matter in our communities. And with that being said, I leave you with that. Leave your thoughts in the comment section regarding today's conversation. And do you think that black women are the most hated women on the planet? And what do you think about Gina Rodriguez's comments in 2019, where she pretty much said the forbidden word and she faced backlash? Do you think the cancellation of her show is enough? Because I know, and you know, that this is a boycotting of some sort that is taking place in relation to the boycotting of celebrities and blocking of celebrities that is happening in 2024. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.